Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Security is our big focus today on the program. Yes, we do have that going on in the Niger Delta. Well, we also have a recent scenario playing itself out in Benue again. I mean, the fresh one, not that it's first time it's happening there. Well, we've got Col Hassan Labo, who is a retired army officer. He joins us this morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, certainly there's a lot of concern about how we're approaching all of this. Let me even, because this one happened yesterday. Yes, we'll focus on this development in the Niger Delta, but do you think that we're approaching this herdsmen issue the way we actually should?
Well, I would say government is doing its best to see how the entire challenge can be addressed. There's been all this talk about there being foreigners and so on. But it goes a long way to let us know what the situation at our borders are. And I think, I must be frank, the Minister of Interior has got a lot of serious job to do with our borders. Seriously. Because there are all sorts of problems emanating by virtue of the porous nature of our borders. I know we cannot man the borders, every man per inch or man to man or however it's been put. But I think we can, with technology, to an extent, police our borders effectively to such a point that if some of these herdsmen are crossing immediately, air surveillance department can immediately move in, and so on. We've got serious job to do with our borders.
And then if you look at the way, yes, we have all of those complaints about the borders, and then this other matter about how does government approach this pipeline, vandalism, bombing, oil infrastructure. And again, you just ask yourself, look, are we dropping the ball in all of this? Because these problems, it may be easy from the outside, but from the in there, it's not exactly as easy as it seems.
I'm an advocate of the carrot and stick approach to this. And that's why I must tell you, Chamberlain, I was really happy when Mr. President directed that security agencies pipe law to give room for negotiations. But then, to my surprise and shock, what do they call themselves now, Avengers, rebuffed the entire action by the presidency. We had this talk of, we are not going to be part of the talks, this and that, and so on. I was thinking, that is an opportunity for you to come, lay your grievances on the table, and talk face-to-face, interface with government over what your problems are. What else do they want us to do? What else do they want Nigeria to do? You want to hold the entire country to ransom? Who else in this country today does not know that without oil as a nation, we are in problems? Because we have not developed other sectors that would have been able to serve or complement oil. And today, what's happening? The oil price is falling to a point whereby even if we know already that, look, agric could be a better substitute, where is the resources to pump into the agric sector? We are cash-strapped today as a nation. And that is why the government is hell-bent on seeing how much we can get back from these thieves.
But if you look at it, negotiators would say dialogue is still the option, even when we have maybe a party that is adamant or unwilling to listen or go the way you have highlighted, the carrot and stick. But in the face of what is happening now, what do you think is left for the nation to do? A situation whereby the nation has given room for dialogue, and the militant group is saying, well, we'll continue with what we're doing.
Suleiman, I'm hesitating to say, look, let the military go in, because of the collateral damage that may come out of that. And so the best we can do is to appeal to the community leaders to reach out to this voice. late Alayamese, I can't get the pronunciation right, the former governor of yes, Alayamese, the man who lost. Yeah. He did quite a nice job under Yar'Adua, which eventually led to the amnesty program. Yeah, I wish we could have people like that, people with this type of, reach, who can really move in, penetrate these boys and tell them, look, we have to talk. You have to start talking with government.
Sometimes it's good you look at some political implication in all of this. Now you have brought the issue of late Depriya Alamesia and the party played in the amnesty program.
Yeah.
Do you think the government at the moment has, or anyone within its fold, that can do the reaching out, or should it be something that any nationalist can undertake?
You've answered the question. Look, we are talking about Nigeria's survival now. Politics is aside. Completely we place politics aside. Go in search of anybody who can assist in talking to these boys. The fellow does not have to belong to the ruling party. The ruling party does not have to look only inwards within its fold to pick out such individuals who will be able to, exercise a level of nationalist, attention in that direction. We have community leaders that are well respected by these boys. Most often, or oftentimes,